Gay, 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 gay. Holy fucking shit, we have achieved the pinnacle of human evolution! Call me biased. Or, I don't know, is it biased or unbiased in this situation? Huh. Anyway, call me whatever you want. I do not like anime. I do not care for it. Unless we're talking this, get the shit out of my face, because I absolutely hate any anime except that. Now, what I hate just about as much as anime is anime games, because, I mean, I don't hate them as much, but just about. The one thing that gives it a somewhat pass is its ability to be interactive with it, rather than just sitting on the couch watching in Sugoi every, like, 30 minutes. So, you can kind of see where I'm coming from. If not, you might not want to watch the rest of the video. Only twice have I been truly captured by an anime-styled game, and that was with Xenoblade Chronicles, only the first one, not the second one or X, and Nier Automata, which I think was nominated for Game of the Year 2017. Yeah, I think it was. Alright. But yeah, I think these are truly amazing games. Don't get me wrong, with my hate for anime and anime games, when I say these are good games, you're like, holy shit. Yeah, those are some pretty good games, I gotta try them. And I do recommend both of them. For the more hardcore players, I would suggest Xenoblade Chronicles though, because that one's got a difficulty kick to it, more than Nier Automata. Nier Automata is just really, really long, and I mean, it takes a bit of effort, but Xenoblade Chronicles, that's like hours upon hours in a game, and it's absolutely, both of them are absolutely story rich, but I'll get into that in a second. Now, don't get me wrong with both the gaming and the actual watching anime. There have been some that pique my interest, but I've like either never watched or only watched like the first season or watched a little bit of that season. For example, Final Fantasy and Persona 5. Those look like really good anime games, but I've never played any of the Final Fantasies or Persona 5, or any of the Personas for that matter. I don't know, Sword Art Online seemed interesting-ish, but I just never got into it fully. I only ended up watching like the first season, and then that was it. That's kind of it. So I just wanted to put that little statement so that I'm not completely shitting on people who like anime. But if you're a weeaboo, get the fuck out of here, because I hate weeaboos more than anime and anime games combined. Nier Automata is a very filled story with emotion and hopelessness, yet somehow finding life in what seems to be dead. It's a very flip-flopping game between hopelessness and hope, because you're playing as androids defending humans from machines that were built by aliens, but the aliens killed them, or no, the machines killed the aliens. It's really confusing. You have to play the game, and I really suggest you do, because it definitely deserved its spot up for Game of the Year, because all the heart that was put into this story and all the emotion, and it's packed to the brim with action of different kinds, huge boss battles between like giant machines, and then there's like emotional battles where even at one point you have to like fight your friend. It's crazy. Now, I'm not gonna dick suck the game completely. I do have some grievances with the game. 2B's outfit. That's about it. Like, she was wearing like a tiny little mini skirt and high heels, running around fucking slicing people's faces off. Do you see the unrealism in that? I mean, I get she's a robot technically, but like, come on, you really have to make her look like that? This is what I hate about anime people, is just, why does everyone have to be showing the most amount of skin they possibly can? I hate it. The only other grievance I can have with the game is the fact of how it's very in some parts, there's a difficulty spike in like random boss battles. So like it will take you about 6 times to beat one boss, but then the next boss you beat in like 0.3 seconds. So there's a real inconsistency of the difficulty for the different bosses. Other than those two things, I can't really see anything too bad with this game, which is why I found it one of the best games I have played, period. It was that good. Xenoblade Chronicles. This game, it's just what it has to offer in both gameplay, difficulty, soundtrack, and substance in the story. It sets this apart from just about any other game I've played, and it's right up there with Nier Automata in my opinion. Even though they're two very different games, and they play very differently, and one is more difficult than the other. I will confess that I had a very difficult time getting through Xenoblade Chronicles. I just barely scraped through it. But yeah, there's twists and turns, foreshadowing, showing of life in hopelessness, just like Nier Automata, but also a very heavy, like, presence of betrayal and most things negative, like people die. You try to help people because you have foresight, and it hurts 10 times worse when they die anyway. There's nothing you possibly could have done about that. There are some clever moments in the game. There's a little bit of comedy. There's one that became a meme very briefly a few years ago. This is all for Wii, if I didn't tell any of you. So this is kind of an old game. I honestly didn't even know it existed until Smash Bros. Because they announced Shulk. I'm like, I don't even know who or what that is, but I thought he looked pretty awesome. And so I ended up maining Shulk, and I still do in Smash Bros. And then I thought, well, might as well buy the game. Bought it, and then my mind was just absolutely blown by the amount of substance in this game. Now, as a close, I don't hate people that like anime. Like I said, I only hate weeaboos, and you exactly know the line that is drawn between them. One likes it, and the other one has a very cringy, unhealthy obsession with it. Why did this is like flopping back and forth between me talking about like my 2 favorite games and saying how it's bad to have obsessions with things. But anyway, I leave you with, get both of these games, get yourself a soda to go with it. Lollies are illegal, but that's just my 2 cents. Alright everyone, I made the 2 cents pun, we can go home now.